noticed it earlier.
Right, it says started broadcasting.
I'll refresh the stream. Kai's just gone third, by the way. I'm 5 tenths off. So, first.
Why the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, I know. It didn't say you were broadcasting. That's so weird.
Does that mean you would have missed?
So
Does that mean I missed the qualifying? I missed the qualifying then. Ah man.
At least you got the timing screens.
Yeah.
Just
No. Alright, so, apparently we've had technical difficulties when we thought we were streaming, but we actually weren't, so apologies for that. But, lo and behold, welcome along, we have made it for the race, and now we are live, so apologies again. But yeah, welcome along, this is the F1 division race night, here Sunday night in Russia. We will just be starting the race very shortly. We've just finished the qualifying session and we will give you a quick rundown of the grid very quickly, and to anybody that is going to be watching, compared to Friday night, Sunday night's race is forecast for rain, so
cool.
It's going to be a totally
heavy
different
rain
kettle of
into
fish.
light rain as well.
For all you viewers watching, F2.
Yeah,
Don't know why Matt's looking after his tyres.
the
I think
track
Sochi
here in
went off
Sochi can be a difficult track at the best of times in the dry conditions. So what it's going to be like in the rain.
It's got the audio.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one to watch. Hopefully, the infamous turn 2 here in Russia can be very tricky. A lot of people think it's actually the first turn, but it's the first turn is nearly invisible on this track. It's just a slight kink at the start of the straightaway here in just past the start finish line is actually the official turn 1. So it is the turn 2 that is going to be the main attention for focus at the start of this race. Problem being with it is that the track is that wide, the surface is that good on the track that you can easily go 3 to maybe pushing it 4 cars abreast, and when you're flat out and having to come to a dead standstill literally for the tight right-hander at the end of the straight, it doesn't fit 4 cars, and sometimes 2 even at the most is pushing it. So hopefully there won't be any collisions, but I wouldn't be surprised with a full grid that there will be some kind of incidents, but hopefully not. But in the rain it could make it a little bit more interesting. No bother man, cheers for that. Cheers man.
There we go. Wonder why the qualifying session one ended.
There we have it. Cushmania takes pole position. George Garton in second place. Kai has managed to take third away from one Luke, but he starts right beside him on the second row, so good qualifying for both them guys.
Are probably in the best position for the start of Russia, depending on how they get started.
Pure Venom's 5th, Minseeker 6th, Salmon at 7th, Mustafa Shag in 8th, Robbie in 9th, Wainhammer 10th, Morsey 11th, one Rupert in 12th place. Matt Lowe in 13th, Chisholm 14th, and
Chisholm did not
Creations.
come out on Super Softs.
No, Chisholm.
I bet he's going to be ruining that when he sees if it's pouring with rain.
Creations with no lap whatsoever.
Yeah, he retired in the pits, didn't he? What's the weather going to be? I can hear heavy rain in the background. I can see heavy rain. Here we go, the first wet race of the season. Fully wet race.
And it is absolutely bucketing down.
Oh, no, the weather's going to play a factor. Heavy rain, light rain, and then it gets dry halfway through the race. We're going to have a wet to dry race, it looks like, according to the weather. Oh, it was a fully wet race. You can actually do a one-stop on the wet tyres.
No safety car, of course, here in the F1 division. And I kind of wish there was one now after seeing this race,
Yeah, it could
because
be,
it would have played a help to a lot of cars, especially at the back. This is going to be one absolutely cracking start. Just wonder if the guys in the front got enough guts to get away in front and stay in front.
Well, I don't expect Kai to be in the top 5 after the start, because he's never a good starter in the rain. If he's one of the ones that are in an accident, I wouldn't be surprised, because he struggles to get off the line with his traction.
Kai, of course, using no assists, so it's going to be tricky enough for him to get a bit of grip.
That's going to be interesting though when it goes back to dry. What do they do? Depends how long it takes. They could get a set of super softs to the end if it's.
Yeah, such a tricky track here in Russia, because the surface of this track is so smooth that rain is just probably going to turn this track into a sheet of ice.
I remember our race in F2 in 2015. Came over rain out of absolutely nowhere. It was awful. Surprised it didn't rain in ours, to be fair. We got away with it. Fully dry race and qualifying.
Yeah.
Kai will be still wheel spinning at the start when the other boys are on lap 10. As if he makes it around the first corner, even off the start. If he makes it through the wet period, I'll be amazed. The barriers are really close on this track as well. It's like a wider Monaco where you can actually overtake. And without the bumps.
It's going to be a tricky start. So yeah, for anybody that's come along that has joined us, welcome. It is DRL Race Night here at the Dynamic Racing League. We are the F1 division, and it is raining in Russia. We are about to start.
It's going to be good. I love what starts on this game. It changes everything. Here we go, boys. Who's going out on turn 1? That's going to be a tough one. Depends who gets a good start and who doesn't.
Turn 2, you mean?
I hope no one goes out. Yep, turn 2. Yeah, you made that mistake.
We are on the formation lap, and we will let
I totally
Creations
forgot about the formation.
pull away.
When they get off the line.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can.
I think we're just going to take, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like going around with them. There we go. Turn and turn 2. Yeah, remember on the F1 last year at Russia, that turn 1 actually was quite a crash zone, if I remember correctly. Me and Beer are in it actually, thinking
Well,
about
I can't help but forget the absolutely bloodbath of the F1 division race in Russia last season, and I'm sure Beer and the guys will be ones that won't forget it anytime soon. Mr. Juan Luke went on a rampage for about 4 or 5 restarts when he was trying to run his race in a hotspot, and ended up playing bowling with his car instead of playing Formula 1, because he ended up cleaning every single car around him out of it as if they were bowling pins.
I was one of those cars.
Yeah, and the good old Mr. Juan Luke and his infamous hotspot, but I'm sure he'll never hear the end of that. But hopefully he'll want to be making amends this time around, and it looks as if he's got a good start to do it. He's in 4th position, and a very good place to get a good start if you can.
Oh god, yes. One Luke on his pikey Wi-Fi hotspot.
Yeah, that was actually the return of Mr. Beer and Kebab, and
Beer.
he won the race on his return.
Yeah. That's the one where I've done the infamous dive bomb in and took myself out as well.
Everyone had failed to mention, though, to Beer that the stewards had been backhanded severely, but we didn't want to ruin his return to DRL, so we just let him off with it and
We just let him win.
let him win and just made it look as good as possible that it was actually official. But the stewards kept their mouth shut, thank God.
Boy, nobody's been reset to the grid. Nice one, lads. Keeping some space between you this time.
I think everybody's just being extra cautious and
10.
stay tuned, folks,
12,
because we are in for an
13,
absolute
14.
belter here in Russia. It will be a wet
15.
start, it will go to intermediates, and it will dry up.
And of course they don't need to use both sets of dry compounds now.
No, that tyre rule is out of the way, so we will pull off the track as soon as we are ready to go. Lights out in Russia, everybody gets away. We're going to try and get
A
to the start
very
of this action.
tentative start I can see there.
And it looked
From
very,
everyone.
very nervous. We will jump to the start of this race as fast
It
as
seems
possible.
everyone's still going.
Turn 1 seems to be clear.
Kush is
Kushmania
in the
gets
lead.
away, George gets away, Minseeker in third
There's a
position.
crash,
Minseeker goes
huge
wide,
crash.
very wide indeed.
Red Bull gone. Renault in the wall. I saw the tail end of it.
One Luke down to 5th position, Pure Venom 6th, Jism in 7th position, wow! Morsey in 8th,
Jumping back for everyone.
Creations up to 9th from the back of the grid, wow, Creations. So Jism and Creations
Both Red
getting
Bulls are at the back.
fantastic starts. Wayne Hammer down in 11th position. You said there was contact somewhere. Sam Innes down to 12th.
I saw
Matt Lowe
Renault in the
13th.
wall, but it doesn't look like anyone's got damage.
Oh, and it's 2 Red Bulls crawling at the back. You know what has happened here?
I believe one Red Bull got spun out in turn 2. I didn't see which one, but I'm guessing both of them had an accident.
Robbie E is at the back trailing his teammate, and Shag again, like myself,
Kush is going for the lead.
having the worst of luck, and at the back of the grid, Kush
Kush is
under
taking the lead back.
massive pressure from
Aye,
George.
Kush. This corner's horrible enough in the dry. I can't imagine what it's like in the wet.
Oh, the
Jumping
back of the
down.
Renault slides on the exit of that turn. They
Oh,
got
that looked
they
very,
got to
very
remember these guys got to
treacherous.
stay
Treacherous.
off the curbs because they are treacherous and they could spin the car so easily.
Kai did drop outside the top 5, but he's in 6th.
Whoa, so Kai must have had an off. But still,
Oh,
oh,
just
George
a
looking up the inside. Kush, oh, what way is this going to end? They both touch, but George has got a better run out of turn 1. Rather than the final turn, I should say, and he's under threat from, look at the Toro Rosso in the background having a go as well.
Mincy.
Kush looking to get back at George on
Creations.
the inside. They're coming to
Team orders in play there.
Oh, approaches turn 2, up the inside. Oh, he's in a little deep. George has to come back at him again.
Luke's up in the 4th.
And again,
What?
look at this for a battle, man. Around the long
The
sweeping
field's
left-hander
really
of
strung
the
out.
stadium. Ooh. Through the stadium complex we go. You can see how heavy the spray is here. And the brakes of that McLaren lit up,
It's
glowing
a
red.
5-way battle for first.
And there is indeed 5 cars glued together for first position.
And if you count the other, there's about a second gap between 6th as well. So it's probably an 8-way battle for first at the moment.
And Morsey has left the session. That's not good. Hopefully he can get
There's
back in. Look at one
Kaze
Luke all over the back now of Mintseeker's Toro Rosso. Looking for a way through.
Shag's just gone up to 12th.
So yeah, Shag, like myself, not having the best of luck.
And Luke's sitting pretty at the moment, 4th place.
Luke just eyeing up a move on Mintseeker's Toro Rosso.
Oh, Creation's taking Kai as well, so he's up to 6th.
Kai is struggling.
Creation's up to 5th, 6th from 15th. I just realised that.
Jism as well, and how Jism managed to get such a fantastic start from the back. But he did do
Chisholm
it.
let Creations through team orders, so fair play to him there.
Now down the
Clearly
straight
knows.
towards turn 1.
5 cars in the line of stern.
Minseeker
He's gonna
pulls
come off
away
it.
from the Force India of one Luke just a little bit, and into turn 1, or into turn 2 I should say, and ooh, we've had George has run wide. Cush retakes the lead. George has made a mistake.
Yeah, Minseeker and Luke's
And
on the
now-
inside.
Oh, he's under pressure from Luke. Oh, Luke's got a long
Oh,
run.
Luke's lost it.
Oh, he's kept it.
He's kept it though. He's kept
he's
it.
managed
Watch
to
careful
hold the
when you come back
car.
on. That's great driving there from Luke.
And that
Aware that
is
3 drivers
brilliant
behind him.
reactions there from one Luke, who got a massive tank stopper. He came off the racing lane, hit a lot of water, and you could see the effect from it, but he's lost 3 places in that position, but I don't think he's going to care because he's still in the race and he's still in the
He's
hunt.
still in 5th.
And that was a
Better to be in
fantastic
the race
bit of
and lose your front
control.
wing.
Yeah, that was a fantastic bit of control there from Luke. And he's
They are
already
all
attacking the
struggling,
Williams.
no matter who they are.
Venom's already under pressure from one Luke. And that was well held. You could see the back of the Force India starting to step out. The tank slapper came and
Cush.
he just managed to hold it.
Cush looks like he's probably the only driver I've seen not struggle.
George.
4-second lead.
Lucky to be back in second position after that off at turn 2. I think he just ran a little too deep.
Yep.
Now he's braking all wrong.
Kai and Jism are still behind this group as well.
We'll just jump down the order very quickly. Is that? It is. That is DRL Creations on the back of
Yep.
one Luke
He's just been
already.
keeping
And
his
look at
nose
the
clean.
background. You can see the Ferrari of Kai, who's under pressure from Jism now as well. Kai really struggling in these conditions.
4 cars into the main straight. Oh, what's going to happen in turn 1 then?
And jump back to there.
Looks like George has got a big enough gap. Yeah, looks like they're all going one by one again.
Everybody is just following tandem. Everything that seems to be in order for now.
Jism's coming at Kai. Coming Nick and then... Ooh, he's coming. He's coming. Full bear of it. Thought he might go up the inside there.
Jism trying to have a look to see if he can get past the slow moving Ferrari. There's no way past from
Oh,
just yet.
Oh, Matt Lowe's got on the curb. Shags up behind Matt Lowe now in the 11th.
Wayne Hammer under pressure from Mursey, but I think Mursey's car is in
AI.
ghost mode. Matt Lowe under pressure from the Red Bull of Mustafa Shag now, who has a lot of work to do from a 12th position.
Quietly making his way back through though, to be fair to him.
Yeah, I wonder, did anybody catch what happened at the start there, or who he connected with, or?
I saw a Red Bull spin, but I didn't see who because of the camera angle. It was off the screen. Classic
Shag do
F1
here.
camera angles.
How awkward is this Haas going to be for the Red Bull of Shag? No DRS, remember, as the wet conditions have disengaged the DRS. Oh, Shag has a look down the inside, but Matt goes defensive, keeps his 11th
I think
position
Kush has
for
made
now.
a mistake. He's back a second in the lead.
And just jump to that.
It's so easy to make a mistake. 9/10.
Sam in it in 15th position. So
I think
Sam must have had a
he
problem.
did pit. Yeah,
Oh,
he
so
did
he
pit.
must
I
have had
didn't see who he had
contact.
to
So
go
I
with.
wonder again, was it Sam that got caught up in the turmoil at the start of the race? Venom's in 4th position now, slowly pulling away from one Luke, but starting to catch Minseeker in front. One Luke. Oh, and one Luke's made a mistake! And Creations is going to make
Creations
it
up
go.
in the 5th.
Now, what has happened to one Luke?
It was cars AI'd. He's still in control of his car. It just looks like he's AI'd him. Yeah, he's back in control of it.
I wonder, did he make some kind of a mistake in the turn 2 there?
George is all over the back of Kush for the lead.
Oh, we'll jump back onto that. These wet conditions not causing as many problems as I thought they would, but still can be tricky enough though.
Gaps are starting to open now though.
The sky is black.
Oh, Jism past Kai. I didn't see it, but he's up into 7th and pulled like a 2-second gap on him.
Mercedes going well. Kai really struggling now in these conditions.
Shag and Robbie have got past Matlow. The Red Bulls are coming back through the field.
George claiming all over the back now of Cushmania's McLaren. What kind of move can he line himself up for down the straightaway towards turn 1? Can he get a better drive out of this last corner than the McLaren? It doesn't look like he can, but he's right up behind him. He's going to get some kind of a slipstream. No DRS of course, but if he can get close enough he will get a tow, and it might enable him to get a move done down the inside of turn 2.
Quite powerful on this game.
Oh, the McLaren is strong enough to hold off that Renault.
Still looks like it's still heavy rain.
Yeah, if you can take a quick run down through the itinerary beast to see if there's any penalties or...
Kush has 3 seconds.
Ooh.
Luke has 3 seconds. Shag has 3 seconds. Mintseeker has 10.
Wow.
Exceeding track limits. Matlow has 3. Ram Rupert has a stop go Padaway. Creations has 3. Mintseeker has 10.
Here comes
Luke
George,
has
he's having a
3.
look. Oh.
Probably has 3. As per usual, Russia is very harsh on penalties.
Yeah.
Very harsh. Mintseeker's in 3rd and he has 10 seconds of penalties. 10-second penalty, isn't it?
Well, there could be a possibility that can be removed if he can explain to the severity of getting it, because sometimes you can get them and they're not justified. Under the bridge we go, out of the chicane.
Kai
George
versus Jism.
is literally all over the back of this McLaren. He really is not letting it go of this McLaren. He wants his lead back. And it looks now as if it's just a McLaren that is trying to defend more than anything else, because he's not getting away, and George really looks like he's being held up now. Surely now he's close enough for a move down towards turn 1. Now we go. George lines himself up, tucked up right behind the back of this McLaren. Through turn 1 we go, ready to approach turn 2. Who's going to make the move here? Is Kush going to defend? Is George going to attack? No, we still cannot get close enough to get any kind of manoeuvre done. He really needs that DRS and he needs it fast. Up the inside he's going to go. Kush got a poor exit out of that turn around the long left-hander of the stadium. And look at this for racing, side by side, wheel to wheel action, and again Kush fends off the Renault. George goes sideways. This is a fantastic battle to watch here.
I'm watching a battle for 7th, 3-way battle. I'll let you know how this goes. Jism, Kai and Wayne Hammer.
Just keep an eye on their battles for me if you can. These two cars are just seriously too close to each other to
well, I can see it looks like Mintseeker's closing on those two as well.
He would do, because these two are just literally at each other's throats right now.
It looks like it's changed to intermediate.
Has retired. Yeah, that is another thing. When is the drop off going to come that these wet tyres are no longer any good?
Must be. I think he's just retired.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, Kai's going up the inside. Oh, there's a bit of lag. Oh, that's all good now.
Down to the final turn yet again for the 7th time.
It's still too wet for intermediates, I would say, at the moment.
Now the thing is,
Just.
I wonder will this be the same as Australia? Is this going to be the problem that's going to cause the drivers a lot of hassle?
Where it takes forever to dry.
Where it takes forever to dry. I mean, the
was
rain might
horrible. I went
stop.
onto
Some
dry
drivers might
tyres.
think, oh yes, I'm going to get the quick undercut here. I'm going to jump on the soft tyres. I'm going to be the first to make the move. But yet the track is still wet and end up getting caught out, having no grip or hitting the wall or doing something, because it can happen, and it does happen. And that
Kai
maybe
just does not look very confident.
I wonder if
Oh,
that's where
Jism's
the
run
actual
wide.
problem is going to be for these drivers.
Kai is just taking 7th place from Jism.
Just having a run down through the grid here. Robbie E still 12th position, just behind his teammate in 11th place. Must have a shag.
Oh, Jism's run wide. Ooh. Wayne Hammer's now all over the back of him. He's going to go for it. He's just a little bit too far behind.
Yeah, just on board with Jism now.
Oh,
He's
Jism's
run
run wide again.
So is Kai. Wayne's
And
looking
Wayne
to have
Ham's
a
coming
look
up
up
the
the
inside.
inside. Oh,
Oh,
and that's a
Jism.
bad smash.
That is... I don't think Jism's fault that Wayne Hammer was there.
Whoa, and that is an absolute. We caught that on camera, and that was a brutal smash. That's going to have to be looked into. Definitely at the end of this race, both cars, and I really don't understand how we did not have a DNF.
Yeah, I was
Either of them cars. That was.
I'm amazed that it's taken that long to have a crash in the rain. It's so tricky with this close driving. Oh, they're coming in. They're coming in for inters.
It's been a hard one to call this, but I think maybe Jism closed the door on Wayne, not realised maybe he was there, and maybe Wayne
I didn't think he realised he was there.
Yeah, and Wayne probably went a little bit too early.
Front 4, front 5. Pit,
We'll
pit
have
stop
to look at
galore
that.
the moment.
Yeah, we'll run to the front of the grid, see if we can see. And it
Intermediates
is
are all going on.
intermediate tyres for Mintseeker, intermediate tyres for Cush, and look at this.
George has jumped.
George has jumped. The McLaren. Renault have done a better job for the pit stops as George leaves the pits in the lead.
McLaren Renault. Is it?
Pardon?
You just called him McLaren Renault.
No, I said the Renault have done a better job than
Oh, it
McLaren.
sounded like you said McLaren Renault. Imagine that combination, Jesus. Oh, Wayne Hammer's put on another set of full wets. That's going to cost him.
Right, so obviously he's been sidetracked after that crash, and not noticed that the weather is starting to die off. Ooh, Morsey really starts cutting off the. This is AI though.
Is he back?
Yeah, no,
Yes,
he
this is AI.
nearly cut off the front end of that pass.
Matt Lowe's still going.
Matt Lowe Kai
Kai's-
in 9th position
Kai's
on the
still on
full
wets.
wets. Must have a shag in 10th position now. And
Yeah, Kai
he is
pitted for full
on
wets.
intermediates as well. But has Kai pitted?
Yeah, he's paid to put on another set of full wets.
Wayne Hammer puts on another set of full wets as well, along with a new wing.
Everybody but 3 cars are running full wets.
Jism on a new front wing as well. That was an unbelievable mighty smash. I don't know how them 2 cars are still running. That was a seriously big crash. They are really lucky to still be in
Only
this
front
race.
wing damage for both of them. Normally that would put you out of the race.
Yeah,
Looks like the inters are much faster than the
that
full
was
wet
a
runners.
full-on heavy collision as well.
Watching Kai all over the back, Matt Lowe.
George now finally
Coming up
back
the
in the lead
ins-
again.
Oh, he's run wide. Def. Oh, he's not on inners, is he? Kai's still on. He's on fresh wets.
No.
It's tracks. It looks still full wet, to be honest.
Yeah, the weather doesn't
It
seem
doesn't
to
look
have,
any different. Yeah, Kai's coming into the pits. But inners are definitely to be the tire to be on.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I said to myself, it looked as if that incident there that Wayne Hammer tried to go down the inside where it was always going to be closed off, and unfortunately that was the outcome.
Yeah, it looked like Jism was taking the normal race line and didn't expect Wayne Hammer to come to the inside.
Well, it's happened anyway, and both cars luckily
That'll
still
be
in the
sorted
race.
out after the race.
We'll sort it out after this.
I
Mintseeker
have
now in
recorded it.
third position. Well, I caught it on the stream, so it was a good spectacle to get.
So I think Shag's up into the top 10. No, he's...
Pure Venom's now under pressure from Creations.
Wait, where is Shag?
Shag is in 10th
Yeah, Shag's
position.
up into the top 10.
Yeah.
Matt Lowe's running wide as well.
One Luke in
He's definitely in
6th
those.
position. And
Oh, he's nearly at the back of Matt Lowe.
oh,
He's
and
got
that
round
was
it
close.
Oh, that was close.
Shag now up to 8th place, starting to make up a little bit of ground from his
Quietly
start.
going about his race. And the car in front of him's an AI as well, so he's technically 7th. Is this the start? Shag sees it all. Creations and Venoms are going at it. He's going up the inside on the penultimate corner. He's still up the inside. You're going to have to... Oh,
Kai
Venom's
is a
giving enough room.
long way back.
Yeah, because
Down
obviously
to turn 2 we come. Creations gets the jump on Venoms.
Oh, he's run on
Venom's
the
coming
curbs
back
though,
at him,
so he's
though.
going to slow him down.
Down the inside, is he going to go late in the brakes? No, he opts not to do it.
It was going to be interesting when it goes back to dry, you see if anyone's actually running wet setup.
What actually happened to Morrissey anyway? Where is he?
He just dropped out and obviously just hasn't rejoined back. So he's not going to get any points.
Yeah. I think a lot of these drivers as well, when something happens when they drop out, they forget that they can rejoin. He's just not been used to it from the 2015 game.
Yep. I wouldn't let him rejoin now because he's been out for way too long. Yeah, and the AI do the work. It's not a no-no
Yeah.
after probably 5 laps or so.
I think about a 2-lap limit should be even a 1-lap limit maybe.
Matt Lowe's really struggling. It's definitely not wet weather anymore. Wet weather tyres anymore. Cars are
Venoms.
really struggling. What is that? Oh, Jism would have come cropper because of Creation's pit stop because he's not that far behind him when he pitted. I've got a feeling Shag might be enjoying these conditions.
Ooh, Matt Lowe getting it all wrong.
Yeah, he's still on the full wet. It's not full wet weather conditions anymore.
He gets passed
Sam.
by Jism and Sam, and look at Jism and Sam now going at it head to head here, side by side.
Where's Luke?
Sam just gets the better of the Mercedes. Can he hold him off?
Alone.
Down into the second DRS zone we go, and again look at Jism down the inside now. Looks as if he's going to make a move, and he thinks better of it. He's pulled out hard on the brakes, down under the bridge through the chicane. Very tricky turn this. Sam's kept ahead of him.
Luke's in a lonely 6th place.
As we said though,
Gaps
things
are
can
really
change.
opening up now. Those dry.
The
It
point
depends how
where
long
this race is
wet
going to
weather
change
stays.
is when it completely dries, when the rain completely stops, because a lot of drivers are going to make the mistake of pitting onto the dry tyres because the rain has stopped, but forgetting that the track is still actually wet.
Yeah, you're watching that battle. That's the closest battle on the track.
Yeah, this race could actually finish entirely on the intermediate tyres because the track might not dry up in time. Jism gonna have a
Matt Lowe
look.
stayed out.
He flashes his silver arrows in the mirrors of the Force India of Sam in it, but
And Matt Lowe's run wide.
to no
Robbie's
avail.
up to 11th. Kai. Down in 13th
Kai is
place.
really struggling.
Oh, plenty more penalties. Jism picked up 3. Creation picked up another 3. Jism picked up 10. Rupert did get terminal damage. Kai got 10.
So one Rupert
Jism
was the
got
victim
3.
of the illustrious dangerous walls here in Russia.
Blue got another 3. Creation got 3. I got a stop road penalty. That might be why he's so far behind.
Still only 12 laps into this Russian Grand Prix.
There is
Here,
penalties galore. I do think there might be a disqualification or two in this. Luke's on, I think, about 12 already after 12
Luke?
laps. Yeah.
wow, that is heavy. I had a bad race on Friday night, and I think my limit was 9 seconds. The whole race.
He's on 9 seconds and had 2, 4, 6, 7 warnings.
Oh, that's not good.
You know, this track's bad enough and the drive for warnings. Can't imagine what it's like in the wet.
Sam seems to have cleared the threat of Jism. So we're just going to run down to the grid again. Robbie E in 11th place. He is ahead of the Ferrari of Kai Pollitt in 12th. Wayne Hammer back in 13th position in the Renault. And he is
Huge lock up from Kai.
on his own. Matt Lowe is in for intermediate tyres. He can't take any more of them full wets.
He's probably about 3 laps too late. Way too slow. Apparently, according to someone in the chat, Kush said it was 15 minutes until dry.
Yeah, it can be 15 minutes until dry, but that doesn't necessarily mean.
But then obviously you got to
the
wait for
track
it.
is
Stop
gonna be
raining and then dry. Yeah. Especially on a smooth circuit.
The rain might stop, but the track doesn't dry out that quickly.
I bet someone's going to try and risk it though. Especially people near the back who've got nothing to lose.
Yep.
A general indicator for when it's dry is when the DRS is enabled again.
Exactly.
That's when you're allowed to run, decent to run dry tyres.
Oh, well, you can see
nowhere near it at the moment.
really visible racing line appear again.
Still nowhere near wets though. Suicide if we go on wet.
As you said, who is the who's going to be the first one to make the move?
Ooh, it's got to be one of the guys outside of the top 10, surely.
George now
I reckon
comfortably.
maybe Kai.
Yeah, George comfortably now starting to pull away from Kush.
Still 14 runners.
Yeah, Minseeker back in third position. Creations up
Managed
to
to completely
fourth place,
cut the
so
corner.
definitely making amends for starting at the back of the grid.
Starting 15th. It's not bad from 15th.
Venom's
And don't forget Mint.
just a little wide.
Minseeker's got 10 seconds.
Yeah. This could be a possible
I don't
pole
know.
position for Creations.
13 seconds, but Creations is running 9 seconds as well. A lot of
Luke
them are running
in
penalties.
sixth place.
George has only had 1 warning.
Wow.
Kush has got 6 seconds.
Shag.
But George is in the ascendancy.
Yeah.
Shag's the net 7th. Everyone moves up a place, don't forget about that, from 7th onwards.
So everybody bar Robbie and Wayne Hammer are in the points. And Matt.
But there's a long way. It feels like we've been going for hours. It's
Yeah.
only been 14 laps. Great driving from everyone though, just to see maybe 2 incidents, maybe 3, and 2 of them were at the start. It's a great driving from everyone in these very tricky conditions.
Yeah, so welcome
Only-
along. Anybody that has joined us or is joining us or has joined us or about to join us, this is the, as we already mentioned,
Watching on YouTube later
Yeah,
or on Twitch
race-
later.
the race night in the Dynamic Racing League here at DRL. We are in Russia, if you haven't already noticed. Yeah, as B said, if you can't catch us live, you can get us on our YouTube channel that our good friend Beer and Kebab gratefully runs in the background. Keeping it all up to date, snazziness, and keeping the channel watched.
Does a great job.
Yeah, uploads all our races in swift time, I must say. Literally straight away once the race is complete, it's up on YouTube. So you can catch us there, and the YouTube channel is Dynamic Racing League. You can also get us on our Twitter page at F1 underscore. I'm sure Beer will fill me in on that. And our Facebook page as well. We have our own private Facebook page, which is shared between the drivers, and it is also Dynamic Racing League as well. You can get us on our website. It's dynamicracingleague.com. If you want to pop on, have a look, see what we're about, get into contact with the admins, and if you are interested in racing, we can get you into a division. And speed, of course, isn't everything. That's just a plus for yourself, but it's just racing etiquette is the main thing, and also a pretty healthy internet connection. Yeah, at F1_DRL is our Twitch page, which I was quite right that Beer would have filled us in on. Cheers for that, buddy. Yeah, all the websites and everything generally updated and looked after by Beer and Kebab. Does a great job of doing so as well.
The man.
Points updated every week on time, and the YouTube channel, as I said, well looked after as well for all our viewers. So if you do miss us on Twitch, you can get us there.
I think it's only 10.2 seconds covers the top 4.
Wow.
10.4.
So less than half a pit stop.
And a few of them are running penalties in those top 4 as well. So it's definitely all going to change. It's that dry spot in the race because everyone's just waiting for the dry now.
Yeah, still, and I'm sure you'll agree, well away from dry tyres.
Yeah, well away from it. It hasn't even stopped raining yet. Nowhere near half race distance yet. About 26.5 to half race distance. Keeping an eye on these penalties because they go up fast on this track. Chris picked up another 3.
So no
Luke's
real
picked up another
battles.
3.
Wow. Right, so
Yeah, they're all
we're
spread out.
going to have a few DSQs then, unfortunately, before the end of this race.
Yeah, you can be really sensible, but these track conditions just make you run wide. Surprisingly, George has only had 1 warning. And fair play to him.
Yep. Hats off to him.
In these
It's good clean
conditions.
driving, and especially with the battle that he had with Cush at the start. That's really good stuff to still only have 1 single warning.
And 14 drivers in it as well. So they get 2.7 between those two.
Shag up to 8th position at the minute.
I'm trying to watch that gap between him and Morsey to see if he's actually... Oh, Sam's closing him down as well behind him.
Yeah.
That's a car behind him as well.
This, unfortunately, I think is the part of the race that things start to quieten down at. It's just getting into that phase of a bit of blandness, a bit of stalemate. Everybody's just going about their business.
There's no strategies at the moment.
Yeah. No pit stops needed just yet. Everybody's just going about their business, and it will come back to life again after this stint, I'm sure.
I believe these tyres probably go to the end because of when they pitted at the moment.
Yeah.
If it doesn't dry up quick enough.
Yeah, as we do know in the dry, and I'm sure the wet's probably even better again. Russia, not a high wear and tyre track, so 1 stop could do you easily here. And especially after these guys have already started on proper brand new full wets at the start and onto the intermediates now, they're probably even close to, if maybe the slightest chance of having to pit 1 more time, but probably very close to finishing on the tyres they're on. So
at the moment, they probably would get away with running super softs to the end now.
That's if they can run the super softs.
Obviously not right now. I mean, if it was bone dry now and they pitted, they would be able to run super softs to the end.
So very low dig track here at Russia, and obviously that's down to the smooth surface that they have.
Beer reckons it could be a pit stops in the next white lap. I don't think they're going to pit if it's supposed to be dry. Up and stop raining.
I really can't
minutes.
see, especially in the next 5 laps. I cannot see.
Sam's now on the back of Shag.
Especially in 5 laps time, I can't see this track being anywhere near dry enough. Unfortunately. There you can see, there is Sam in it all over the back now of the Red Bull of Mustafa Shag. The only proper battle we have at the minute here in Russia.
He's pulling Jism along with him as well. There's a car behind him as well.
Good exit
Wait.
out of the final corner, down towards turn 1 as we cross the under the lights. Jism getting a good run, or sorry, Sam getting a good run under the back of Shag. He's looking to go down the inside. He's just a little too far back, and Shag holds him off for another corner. But he's run wide into turn 2. He's got a poor exit. Sam's all over the back of him now. Around the stadium arena we go. This long swooping left-hander, and the G-force is really high around here. Shag's trying to hold him off, but it looks like he's struggling at the minute. And that Force India looking very, very well planted indeed. And it looks as if it's only going to be a matter of moments or a matter of corners before he makes his move on the Red Bull. He's got the pace, he's got the grip, and he's got the confidence, as you can clearly see, compared to Shag.
And while that's happening, Jism's coming up behind him, and I believe Kai's just behind him as well.
Yeah, so Shag at the minute seems to be the cork in the bottle for these guys. He looks like he's holding him up.
Oh, he nearly dropped it there.
Oh, a little bit of a speed wobble from the back of that Red Bull there. Another poor exit again. Sam's all over the back of him now. Oh, Shag's got it wrong.
Oh, Shag's lost it.
Oh,
Shag
so
unlucky
got
on
it
Sam.
very, very wrong there.
Hopefully Sam didn't get no damage. It don't look like he's got no damage. I hope he hasn't.
That was unfortunate, and it was unfortunately Shag's fault. And Sam was
Obviously
just
he didn't mean
wrong
to. I was on board with him
the
at that
track
time.
at the wrong time. Yeah, you could see.
Just put too much power on.
Yeah,
Gosh,
he just
tank
lit the
slapper.
back wheels up there on the exit of that corner. You could see it from the corner beforehand, the twitchiness of the back of that Red Bull. The rear end just didn't have the confidence of the grip. And
I think Sam's pitted, and I think he got a tiny bit of damage.
yeah, might have lost an end plate. Of course, he doesn't have to. He has the option not to fix it if he doesn't want to. We'll be right on board with Sam and see if he is fixing the wing.
And no.
No,
I think he might have got what I got on Friday. It's not enough to get a front wing change.
Oh
but it's
yes,
enough to
yes,
change
just an end plate damage.
It was horrible.
Yeah,
It's enough to change the car's dynamics.
So the team obviously would have adjusted that end plate back up again. It wasn't broken, probably just shifted its momentum a little bit, and Sam back out of the pits on fresh intermediate tyres, and that is really, really unfortunate there.
Obviously Shag's fault, but obviously he didn't mean it. He just put a bit too much power on.
You can see the stability of the car, the lap beforehand, or sorry, the corner beforehand, the twitchiness at the back of the Red Bull, the grip just wasn't there. Shag didn't have the confidence, and obviously coming out of that corner, he lit up the back wheels, and too much power, as you said, Beast, and the back of the car just wasn't having any of it. And at the same time, he was trying to turn through a corner while the back wheels were lit, and not a good combination. As you could see, that was the end result of it. He got a massive tank slapper, and it just so seemed to be unfortunate for Sam that he's in the wrong place at the wrong time. If he had been on the other side of that car, he would have been clean away.
He would have got away with it.
But as you said, I think just lucky that he didn't lose more than an end plate, because he really,
Mambo at China.
Yeah, really got into got a massive slap into that wall. Yeah, but it does come upon you very suddenly when the back of the car just snaps, and the initial reaction obviously is to correct it as soon as possible. When you have traffic all around you, and especially a car in your rear end, trying to avoid the car, trying to keep your own car on the track, it just is a lot to deal with in a matter of seconds before the car snaps out of control.
Rain's slowing up.
Yeah, I think
practically spitting now.
Yeah, the track though still really wet. The spray is still high coming from these cars.
It's getting darker. Yeah, so you can tell it's drying, but
Matt Lowe now about to be lapped.
Yet. Yep.
Unfortunately for him,
down to 13.
He will be lapped on lap 20, not lap 19. Lap 21, sorry. He pulls out of the way, blue flag, and very
He's
easily
got Kush
done.
coming up behind him.
And George gets a safe overtake from the back marker.
Creations is over the back of Mint Seeker. As you saw a lap ago. You just can't get close enough because there's no DRS.
Yeah, Kush
It's amazing
now.
how much difference that DRS makes.
Yeah. Mint Seeker still running on a lot of penalties, but so is Creations. You know, he is not
He's running 9.
not as clean as he'd hoped to be. Stay on board this.
Luke's and another 3.
Beautiful shot
could-
here of these two.
Could. Where was he? Luke. He's got. Oof. I think Luke might be disqualified in this race. It has stopped raining, from what I can see as
Yeah.
well.
The clouds still very, very thick and grey and heavy, but the rain has stopped. But as you can see, the track is still wet. I don't think it's time anytime soon
Nowhere
for
near.
slick
Yeah, I agree with
tyres.
you. Still got spray coming off the inters.
DRS still has not been enabled, so obviously
Kush
the
lapping that low.
FIA not confident enough to switch it back on just yet.
Creation's right under the wheel wing. You can see it.
really, really struggling now as this Toro Rosso looks if it's only going to be a matter of moments. Creation's trying to line
Can he get
himself
close
up.
to him on the pit straight?
Yeah, it just depends on the.
It's tell Stig
I can
that the
see.
street
I can
speed's
see his
fine.
comments.
No,
You fucking smart arse.
no Minecraft Titus. Is
So we watch down
completely
through
stopped
turn
raining.
1. We come on to the back straight, down to turn 2.
I think I just heard someone in the pits.
Oh,
Yeah, George has
again.
gone on softs.
Yeah. What?
I
Okay.
did not expect the leader to be in. I'm going to watch him. You keep an eye on
Yeah,
that.
I'm on George. This is going to be too
He's
good
run-
to miss.
no,
And
way
already
too early.
he's run wide. I know there's a
Too
battle
early.
ahead, but this is going to be too good to miss.
I'll
We
keep
have
an
to
eye
keep
on
an
it.
eye
You
on
watch
this
that.
because this is really going to be something special if George can manage to keep this car on track. The spray is still there. Oh, and
It's
you can
too
see
wet.
it already. Oh, the back of the car still trying to get away from him, and even out of the corners as well. He's sliding all over the place.
The racing line's still wet, so he's going to get no.
Look at the
tyre
background.
warm-up.
Look at the background. Venoms is closing on him. Venoms is closing on him, and he's on the intermediate tyres, so we can see now who's going to be quicker here. Has George made a fatal mistake? He has. Venoms is already past him.
It's going to be interesting what the front three do, because if they're in the
Venoms
pie with each
has
other, would they be
literally
talking to each other?
cruised past the initial leader.
Still Min Seeker in front of Creations at the moment. Oh, Matt Lowe's run wide. Stay off the racing line, stop the racing line. Oh. Just. Is Kush going to pick?
And I think it's too early.
He's pitting.
Venoms
He's-
literally sailed past George's car.
Mint Seeker and Creations are staying out. They could just have pulled an absolute blinder on these two. It's not dry enough.
Don't think it is. Soft
He's
tyres
just got
go
no,
on.
he can't put the power down. I'm watching George, he just can't put no power down.
Venoms literally cruised past George's car.
I knew someone was going to risk it, but not the front two.
Oh, George. Way
I'll tell you
too
what
early,
lap
my
time
friend.
He did a 2 minutes 21.
Yeah, that just looked way too early.
And Kush has just come out in front of him, I think. Just.
And Matt Lowe has gone onto the soft tyres as well. Oh, again,
It's too early.
he's run wide. Look at the spray coming off the back of that car from Luke. Luke still has tyre spray. Look at the spray coming off the back of his car. He's on the
Anyone on
intermediates as well.
Anyone on
watch
Indus now is just going to pull away.
Look how
I'm watching
quick
the
this
front
is.
two. The front
Luke
two
is
is still
already all
battling
over
as
the
well.
back of this car. George is a sitting duck. Luke is already all over the back of the Renault.
Oh, Kush has tapped the wall. He's struggling as well.
George had to get out of the way. He's literally pulling over to let Luke past. He does. He can't contend with the intermediate
Anyone
tyres.
on soft tyres, it's too early.
This is exactly what we spoke about. The track might have stopped
Yeah,
with the rain,
it looks dry, but it's not.
but it hasn't stopped.
Creation's right at the rear wing.
Oh man, George has made a fatal mistake here. Kush is get passed now by Venoms as well.
Stay on inters, lads. These front two. If these front two stay on inters, they're going to pull a huge gap on them. Don't veer right. They're staying out. No,
and
Creations
decides to pull in as well.
Oh
I
dear.
was just about to say,
Venom.
could Creations pull off a fantastic victory from the back of the grid? And then
I
he
want
pulls
you
into
to
the
push him.
pits. I still think it's too early for dry tyres.
It looks like they're getting a tiny bit of grip, but just not enough to push.
Now Creations going to be under threat from Venoms. Can he get out ahead of Creations? Juan Luke now back up to fourth position, or Kush Mania in fourth position. Where's Creations? He leaves the pits
On his
just
right.
now. Venoms is
This
going
is
to get
it.
him on the run down to turn
Kush
2.
is coming as well. Here we go. There's
And Venoms
exactly
up
what
to
we
second position.
have a visual representation of the inters versus softs.
And there's still spray coming off the back of Venom's car.
He's got no grip. It does look better for the soft tyres, just not enough to run him at the moment.
Yeah. I still think the window's not there yet.
He's not far off there at the moment. I think.
George has made the biggest mistake of all, though. He pitted way too early.
Where's he dropped to?
And he is down in
Sixth place,
6th
30.
position.
He's lost 9 tenths in the first sector. It's still too wet for soft tyres.
That was really
Shags out on
unfortunate.
super softs.
Wow.
Jizzle's pitted. Kai's pitted with super softs. We got a very mixed up tyre strategy now. Crush has dropped off. Yep. Creations is losing time to Venoms at the moment. If I was Minseek, I would do maybe East Penn.
Seekers in the pits.
I think the changeover might be happening now. It's like the soft tyre runners against and grip now. Creation staying out those extra 2 laps has completely jumped George and Kush. Where did Minseeker drop to? Just come out in front of Creations.
And he is out in the lead.
But obviously he's on colder soft, so he's just going to drive around the outside.
Can he defend? There is,
Hold it.
as you can see, Creations on the right hand side. He's got the gripper on the outside. Is he going to make it stick? He does. Creations is the new leader. As we said,
Ooh, Luke
I
stayed
wonder,
out.
is it possible for Creations from the back of the grid to win this race? We did say anything can happen, and we're still not even halfway through. It just feels like an entirety of we've been on this race already.
Yep. And the inters are now slower than the softs.
Now the window has opened for the soft tyres.
Robbie's gone on super softs. Wayne Hammer's gone super softs. Sam's coming in now. He's
Obviously,
going
the guys
for
at the back
super
are
softs.
looking to try and catch up. These guys at the front are obviously going to be going to the end.
Kush is flying now.
Well, Luke is going to have to pit because George now is starting to come back at him, and Luke is starting to struggle. And
Yeah, definitely.
he's
I would
lost his
definitely pit.
position.
He's got no grip. It's amazing how fast these tyres switched around.
Yeah.
Took 2 laps for the softs to go faster than the inters.
George, though, I think still pitted way too early.
Yeah, he's
Luke.
lost, what, 12 seconds?
Yeah. Luke into the pits. which will
The DRS is
Surely-
now active, of course.
surely be getting rid of these intermediate tyres, but for what? Will he go to the end on softs,
I
or will he
reckon
go two super
softs now,
soft
Luke.
stints?
Oh, he's got softs.
And it's softs, he's going to the end.
How many laps is it? It's
There's enough
25.
to-
Normally the super softs are... They should just about make it to the end from here. In some good nick. Yeah, super softs.
We're less than, we're nearly halfway, so that's only 20 something laps, so they're definitely going to go to the end.
The super softs I'm on about, the red ones.
Yeah, what did you say they can do?
35, but obviously they normally take away a little bit on the game. And Kai's just completely cut the last corner.
Yeah, but if they can do 35 laps or something, then there's only 20 something laps left, so they can
On
easily go to the end.
Friday, we were getting 24 or something like that.
Right, so yeah, in the next lap or so, they'll be in that window to finish safely. The softs, though, definitely will go to the end.
The softs, yeah, they're easily go to the end. You've done it yourself. You should know.
Yeah.
It's a three-way battle for first place. Where's George in this then? He's losing time. Still.
Shag back down to 13th position. So what happened to Shag? The super soft tyres.
I think he stayed out on the inters lap too late, like Luke.
Now Kush, all over the back, Minseeker all over the back creations. Now he's going to get DRS down to turn 2. Can
DRS
he use it?
quite
Will it be
helpful.
effective?
He looks too far.
He's having a look down the inside. I think it's more of a scare tactic than anything else. And now we have a three-way battle all of a sudden for first position again,
Yeah.
like we had
Yeah,
at the start of the race.
Top 5 are on softs. Top 6 are on softs. Then Jism's on softs. Mallow's on softs, and everyone else is on super softs.
George really is the big loser of this battle.
Kush picked up another 3-second penalty. Another 3-second penalty. Sam's
Fortunate
picked
for
up another
George.
10 seconds.
Say there will be words had at the Renault garage for whatever strategist made that decision to bring that car in
Top.
2 laps too early.
George
It's cost
George
him a
picked
lot.
up 3-second penalty.
George now you see starting to lose a bit of concentration with obviously being out of sync now. So
Luke's picked up another 3 seconds.
I don't think it's going to be long more for Luke before he gets disqualified. Unfortunately, if he keeps up like that.
We're only at lap 26 and like there's a humongous page of warnings and penalties. There's a few drivers running the risk of being disqualified. Mincy, these three are still stuck together. Oh, still too far behind.
Just can't seem to get the run off the back of that Mercedes that he wants.
I think everybody on the grid has a penalty, if I believe I'm correct. Have a look. And that carries it. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. Bloody hell, Luke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So the F2
Seven.
division
7
also
penalties.
cleaner than the F1 division in terms of driving.
Venom's only has 1, so he's in a good position to pick up some points. There's a lot of 10-second penalties though from exceeding track limits. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jism's got 7 as well.
7 penalties or
Yeah.
7 seconds?
7 penalties.
Wow.
So's Luke. Yeah.
Is Minseeker closer this time? He looks a lot closer than he was last lap. Depends what kind of a drive you can get out of this final corner.
Everybody does have penalties.
He looks as if he's going to be closer this time to make a move. Down to turn 1 we go, across the DRS detection zone. It definitely looks like he makes some kind of a move this time. Can
He's
he
not
make
in
it
his
stick?
slipstream.
Oh, he's pulled out of the slipstream on the exit of turn 1. I don't know why. Creation's
I'm watching
just
the other
about
back.
keeping him at bay.
Watching Robbie versus Wayne Hammer for the 9th place, which is 10th place on the screen, but obviously Morsey's AI. Oh, Robbie nearly fell cropper to that suction at the end of the back straight.
Just take a
It
quick
pulls you
gander
into the wall.
down. George back up to 4th position now. 12 and a half
He's
seconds
probably
off the leader.
ruined that pit stop
Luke
he made.
in 5th place, and he is ahead of Pure Venoms, who was way up high, but he's lost a few places again after his pit stop. 7th position for Venoms. Kai Pollitt in 8th in a Ferrari on super softs. Jism 9th on soft tyres on Mercedes. There's the battle for 10th and 11th
There goes
position.
Robbie. He's going for it. Ooh, should fall back up there.
Robbie.
Don't forget it's 9th and
Yeah.
10th.
Both of these guys on super soft tyres having their own little battle.
Sam's not far behind him.
Wayne Hammer, the last of the runners in the points. Ever
Minseeker
consistent.
just cannot get close enough
No.
on the final corner. Kush is right behind him now as well.
Creations must be using some kind of defending mechanism if he's turning up the power of the engine down that straight to do something to
Yeah, he's getting great drive off that last
fight
corner.
off that challenge from the DRS of that Toro Rosso, because otherwise he would have been passed by now. Wayne Hammer just eking a little bit out on the Red Bull of Robbie, who's looking for that final point. Sam in it in 12th position in the Red Force India, sorry. Must have a shag down in 13th place, and very, very lonely indeed, along with Matt Lowe 14th, so not having the best of luck either. Same as myself.
Oh, Minseeker looks closer than ever.
Yes, yeah, Minseeker now. Ooh, looks like it's very, very
that was
close.
2
This is the
moves.
second detection. Ooh,
Oh, that was
defensive
3.
move
Oh,
by
that was
Creations.
3 moves. That was 3 moves on my eyes.
No,
He cut left, then right, then back across the track.
that will have to be.
And he's made
Inquiry.
Kush go up the inside of him as well.
Yeah, so you can clearly see the effect of that manoeuvre has hampered Minseeker's challenge, and he's lost a place as well in the meantime to Kush. Obviously Minseeker had to pull out of that, or it would have been terrible consequences, but that is going to have to be looked into by the stewards afterwards, because that was a little bit naughty on Creation's part, and this could end up costing him his race really, if it depended
It was
on
at
what
least
this.
yeah, it was at least 2 moves. He moved to the right and then moved
Yeah.
back to the left when he tried to go up his inside. Yep. I'll get investigated.
That will be
As we said, will
investigated.
Kai finish a race?
You didn't record that, did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was
That's
on
good.
board with
That's good.
Minseeker at that
That's
exact
fine.
time.
Because you can send me that footage afterwards. We'll need to investigate that footage, because that was potentially a dangerous manoeuvre as well, on top of anything else.
Yeah, Shag's about to be lapped.
Oh, and he's not going to
Sadly.
enjoy that.
He was
No.
enjoying the wet conditions, I would
Yeah,
say,
I
but
think we need to keep an eye on Creation. It's Shag's been lapped by the leaders of these guys. Yeah, we need to keep an eye as well on Creations to make sure that he's now under attack from Kush. So what way will he defend against him as well?
yeah, no, Shag's moving out of the way.
Shag moves well out of the way. Let these faster guys through. So well done to him. Kush now gets a run on the back of the Mercedes as well.
Oh, he's at the wall. He got sucked into the wall.
This is a fantastic three-way battle from the leaders.
All of them are running penalties. I wonder if George is still not gaining on them. Well done, Beer. You've done it. Well done, Beer. Kai has retired from the session.
Oh.
Hang on, Lambert. About to find out, is it terminal damage? It is indeed. Well done, Beer. You put the curse on him. And Luke's picked up another 3-second penalty. Will Kai ever finish a race this season?
Over the back now of Creations.
There's the yellow flag. Can't overtake.
Look how close this battle is between these three leaders.
And of course, because they're running so close, tyre wear does not matter because of this track.
Yeah. Plus they're
Like
all
it normally
going
does.
to be going to the end as well. They're all on the soft tyre, not the super soft. You can see though, Kush trying to slightly keep out of the dirty air of that Mercedes. He doesn't want to get pulled into the back of that car. He's got a definite run in him this time in the second DRS zone. This is where the last move was made. He looks for the outside this time.
Creations tap the wall. He's got the inside line still.
Oh, he manages just to hold on.
That is such a horrible corner. On your own as well. It's bad enough on your own.
Surely this time Kush is going to get a better run.
Minseek is there to pick it up as well.
What kind of a run out of this final corner can Kush get now with the DRS as they have it down towards
It looks
turn
very
one,
close.
across the DRS detection zone. The rear wing of that McLaren open wide. Down now to turn 2. Creations pulls to the left. Kush goes down to the inside. Makes the move stick. Ooh, Creations ran wide off that track there. He should have given that place back. But the undercuts come now from Kush up the inside.
He's done it.
Stadium.
He's given the place. Oh, he's gone up the inside though. Cut the corner.
That was a bit of a dirty corner cut. Yeah. But Kush comes back at him again.
Oh, he's coming up the inside again. He's cut the corner again.
And there's contact,
and
Creations is in the wall.
That is his own fault for going up.
Yeah.
Completely cut
He
the
put
corner.
himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. He shouldn't have made that manoeuvre. And I think George has succumbed to his own mistakes, unfortunately.
Well, he's still got third place at the moment.
He's lost an end
well,
plate.
depending on what's happened to Creations. Yep, he's going to have to pit. That's too much damage for the front wing. Should have just pulled out and waited to under the DRS zone. There's still enough laps to battle through.
Creations was getting a little bit feisty there the last few corners. Didn't have the...
And of course he still might be getting another penalty for his at least 2 moves on the back straight. But the race goes on. That will all be sorted out after the race.
Surely he's going to have to pit because he can't go to the end with this, and he does. Will this be super soft tyres? Surely it will be.
Yeah, surely. No point
Keep an eye
about
on him.
anything harder on. He's not close enough. Minseek just does not have the drive out of the last corner.
It is super soft tyres to the end for the Mercedes driver.
The sun's
and
out
a new
now
wing
as well, and George is taking third.
It's a long pit stop for the Mercedes crew. Down to 4th position goes Creations. Still a plus, no matter what, because he was at the back of the grid, remember. Luke up to 5th position now.
I think Luke's on to about 18 to 21 seconds of penalties now.
Ooh, really on the verge. Kush now starting to eke away from Minseeker behind.
I do think those two might have been holding him up, to be fair, because he's stuck behind him. I mean, one thing, Creation should be fast to the end, because he's on the fresher super soft. He's 34.2 seconds behind with a heck of a lot of penalties.
Yeah. Minseeker
What are we down
in
to?
second position, but
12
obviously carrying a good few penalties as well. I think you were right. You made the prediction at the start that it looked as if your prediction was going to be Cushmania for the win. If things keep going the way they're going, then
I think Minseeker's running probably at least 5 seconds more penalties.
yeah. And Freddie M agrees with me when I say the F1 division drivers are dirty.
Yeah. Crusher's got more penalties than I actually thought. I think he's running about 15.
Wow. Well, these two guys mightn't even be winning the race then. If George keeps going the way he's going, he could actually win the race.
Yeah, Minseeker's got probably about 19 at least. And George has, I think, only 2 or 3 penalties. 2, so that's 6 seconds, so he could possibly still win the race. He's only 15 seconds behind.
Oh, well then. Not impossible.
It's all still to play for. Creation's taken 1.3 seconds out of the lead. And of course, these tyres will last until the end. Plus
This
another
is
20 odd
gonna
laps.
be extra feisty.
That's if he makes it to the end, of course.
He's going to be pushing like crazy to catch up to these guys.
1, he's running a lot of penalties. 2, he's got a pending investigation, shall we say. Make it
It's going to be
technical.
a steward's office after the race.
Just jumping back
As I
for
say, in the
still-
F1, the real F1, car number 6 to be under investigation, to be investigated after the race.
Still 12 drivers in there. 1's an AI, so everyone behind him moves up.
The field yet again now starting to spread itself out. No real massive battles. Wayne Hammer up to 8th position, and good old reliable Wayne Hammer, always in the points. Steady,
He's
consistent
always
driver.
consistently there. He's 7th place as well, don't forget about that.
Well done to him, and that's not bad after his smash that he had with
He's always
Chisholm.
in that top 7. Always
Yep.
just constantly there.
Robbie,
He's the beer of F1.
yeah, Robbie in 9th place. Sam in 10th. Chisholm in 11th. So effectively all these cars up to Chisholm in the points. Shag running in 12th.
Just
Matt
outside
Lowe
the point.
in 13th. So now Minseeker
Yep.
getting a hell of a lot closer to the back of the McLaren of Cush. We'll keep an eye on this battle. It is probably the only real battle we have on the track at the minute.
I'm just watching this gap between 1st and 4th.
Have a run can Minseeker get out of this turn 1 before the DRS opens? I don't think he's going to be anywhere near close enough to make any kind of
Yeah,
a threatening move.
That seems to be his constant problem. He just cannot get a drive out of the final corner. And then he's just giving himself too much to do at the end of the straight.
Yeah,
What a stark contrast this weather is. Now it's near enough so completely sunny. Worlds apart from the start heavy rain. What a change this race has been. It's been up and down all over the place. There was that dry spell in the middle, but it's really picked up. Creation is niggling away at that gap, but still 30 seconds off the lead. after
what a
his
battle now we have here.
silly move.
Minseeker just eking that little bit ever closer to the
Yeah, it
back of
seems
the
to me
McLaren.
that first place is a bad place to be on this track,
Yeah,
because you just can't get away because of the slipstream. And
But,
obviously, because there's no tyre wear either, you can just be stuck underneath the rear wing. Whoa, Matt Lowe spun.
whoa.
still facing the wrong direction. I think he might be. No, he's still going.
Nope.
I mean, you never know what can happen at the end of the race.
He's reversing. He's trying to get back on track. What is Matt doing?
Yeah, if I was him, I would still go because there's still a possibility of people getting disqualified.
Has he got
He's
a
got
wing?
puncture, I can see.
Where's
Yeah,
the
he's
puncture?
got a right rear puncture.
Oh, he's low. You can see the control. Oh, there it is. Whoa. He has a right rear puncture indeed.
If I was him, I'd still keep going. There's still a possibility of points. There's still 15 laps to go. A lot can happen in 15 laps in F1. A lot can happen in 1 lap in F1, to be fair.
You see Minseeker in the background.
just can't get close enough to just get alongside him.
Matt Lowe
I
has
think-
retired.
I'm guessing he probably retired in the pits. So that's it for the day. Sadly. Chris picked up another 3 seconds. So's George.
You can see just how hard Push is fighting that McLaren.
I think
Yeah.
every single driver in the top 5 is running at least 12 seconds of penalties.
Wow.
It's insane. Obviously the wet weather didn't really help, but damn. At least no one's been disqualified yet. Commentators curse.
Yes.
Nobody. Please nobody get disqualified. I'm sorry if you do.
Well, I mentioned one Luke the last time and he ended up getting a puncture, so I'm not opening my mouth this time.
Like, he shouldn't get a puncture, that's for sure. Unless he hits the wall. He's had the AI of Morsey stuck behind him since he's paired. That must be very distracting.
George is now way off the leader. Is that 18 seconds, is it?
Yeah, and Creations is only
10.
what's that? 10 seconds behind him
Yeah.
on completely fresh super softs.
Grayson's about to lap Shag. Shag, oh, tries to get out of the way but hit the wall as doing so and nearly came back out in front of Creations there. That could have went horribly wrong. Luke in 5th place.
Free turn.
7th.
See, he's got no drive out of the corner again. He's stuck under that 1 second, but he just can't get it close enough.
Oh, Salmon, it's all over the back of Robbie E.
That is the battle for 10th, I believe, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, it's battle for 8th. Sam's a quick driver, he just is one of those drivers who just doesn't have the luck.
You know that
Shag's
feeling?
pitting. Yeah. Quick drivers, but get... yeah.
Oh, Sam's run wide.
Just under 8 seconds covers 4th to 3rd.
There you can see. Here's Sam Ennett in the background. Very, very close to the back of this Red Bull of Robbie.
Where George's pace has gone.
That Renault obviously doesn't
He came
like
out-
the soft tyre compound compared to the wet weather ones.
Unless he's running a dry, wet setup, thinking it might have been a
Oh,
fully wet race.
yes.
Because on the screens
down.
at the start, we did say it was full rain.
Sam's going to make a move on Robbie. Where is he? There he is, you can see him. down to turn 2, up the inside, and what a beautiful move.
I wouldn't have thought he'd be running on.
From Sam on Robbie, that was fantastically done. Robbie gave him the space and the respect.
The thing about Minseeker, is he going to have a cool head, or is he going to do something stupid? Because he's just stuck behind Kush. He's been there for about 10 laps now.
Yeah.
I think he might be just coming out of the gap. So finish second at the moment, unless Creations overtakes and closes them down really fast. But then Creations running a lot of penalties. I have no idea who's going to finish where, because I don't know how many, because there's too many penalties to count. The Minseeker's picked up another 3 seconds. I was
Still these two guys way out in front.
I think Luke. Yeah, the AI passed Luke finally.
George actually falling away now, 20 seconds behind the leaders.
Venom's is closing on Luke as well. Probably, what was that? 5 seconds behind him. He's been closing him.
Creations has the gap down to 8 seconds.
Yeah, the gaps are starting to close on these drivers. Oh! Is Minseeker close enough? As close as I've seen him for ages. For some reason he just won't go in the slipstream when he comes off of turn 1.
I don't understand.
There's a nice line through that though. Give him that.
Ooh.
A little bit wide. Oh, he's run wide.
He's run wide.
Ooh.
Big mistake from Kush.
Feeling the pressure.
Yeah, he looked as if he was just effortlessly floating around the track there for ages, and all of a sudden he just got a little blip in the radar, and a big mistake comes out of something small.
Yeah.
It's just that lapse of concentration. Takes literally a millisecond to get it all wrong, and then a chain of effects.
Close as I've seen. Oh, he's run on the curve.
Yeah, he's got a poor few poor exits there in the last few corners, down the second DRS zone.
He's pulling away from him. He won't go in his slipstream. I don't know why.
I think he just doesn't want to get sucked into the back end of that car on the braking.
Something must be wrong. Just on the pit straight, he just doesn't go in the slipstream.
Let's see, can he get close up this time again? What kind of an exit can he get?
Nope.
Doesn't look like it again.
He's slightly out of his slipstream.
Again, he's pulled out. Oh, yeah.
Unless he might be running less penalties and knows that. I'm just going to jump back. See what the gap is. 3.8 seconds. 3.2 between third and fourth.
Wow.
Shag's been lapped by sick base now.
Creations wasn't long closing down that gap. There he is in the background, you can see him.
Should not close down the gap to second or first, sorry. 23 seconds in 10 laps.
Definitely going to get the Renault.
Looks like George is going to have no answer for him either. But then again, he's running more penalties than him.
True.
So he's going to have to get past him and get
pull away.
Got past him first. Pass is easier said than done. Oh. Minseeker's closer than ever. And he's a good final corner. That's the best corner he's seen him get. That's the closest I've seen him.
Surely this is it.
He's pulling out again.
Now Toro Rosso obviously struggling for top speed. No!
He's nowhere near.
That's strange.
Very, very strange. He just pulls out of it very slightly, which is hampering him.
Now look how close Creations is to the back of the Renault. One more lap and George is going to have him all over the back of him.
Having a look through, see any more battles.
Just take a quick gander down through the field before we come back to this spot.
I'll keep an eye on that.
On Luke in 6th place. Venom's in 7th. Sam in it up to 8th.
Stay in his slip.
Robbie 9th.
Yeah.
Wayne Hammer in 10th. So Wayne has lost places. I wonder, did he pit again?
He's got Jism just behind him as well.
And Jism is behind him. I wonder, did they make an extra pit stop that we didn't see?
Are they on soft? I know Jism should be on
Super softs.
They 4-stopped, so they. I think Wayne Hammer might have paired. Yeah, because he was in 8th, wasn't he?
Seeker again. Still just cannot get an answer to that McLaren.
No, I think he's running. Yeah, I think Beer just hit the nail on the head. I think he's running too high of downforce because he looks faster in the corners where you can't overtake. Oh, Creations is coming up right behind him. Hang on, I think George might be.
Nope, he's a good bit back yet.
He's lost a little bit. He's lost a little bit on him for some reason.
The longer it takes Creations to get past, the better news it will be for George, because he'll have less time to pull away to make up the penalty gap.
Crush has picked up another 3 seconds.
The only thing for George is, though, George doesn't know how many penalties the cars around him are carrying, unless they tell him.
Which is unlikely. They're in the F1.
There is Creations in the background, you can see him. It won't be long before Creations is looking to make a move. We have just 8 laps to go here in Russia. It's been a long, tedious race. Plenty of action though from start to finish. The rain offset everybody's race strategy at the very start, and then made it even worse once the track dried out. People didn't know what to do. Some, like George, threw away his lead by pitting too early, and ever since he's been trying to hold on to this podium finish. And again, before he finishes the next 8 laps, 7 laps, he's going to have to contend with this man behind him, Creations, who started at the back of the grid, mind, and he's up fighting for a podium position, which is really a good achievement. But can he get close enough to George before the end of this race? Around the long left-hand swooping stadium arena corner.
Chris just kept it fairly clean with all that pressure on him.
Sochi, of
laps.
course, was the home to the Winter Olympics in was it 2014, 2015?
15, yeah.
So Sochi, a relatively new circuit for the Formula 1 calendar, but
He's in the DRL.
becoming a favourite very quickly. And here now is the battle for 3rd position for the final podium spot. George on the soft yellow wall tyres, super soft tyres, are on the Mercedes of Creations. What can George do to fend him off? Through the final sector, 2 corners to go before we finish this lap. Before we get DRS for the Mercedes to get a run down to turn 2. All over the back now of that Renault is Creations. And surely he's going to be close enough to make a run. Through turn 1 we go. DRS wide open. George goes defensive and makes his one manoeuvre, and beautifully done. And that was very, very cleverly done there by George. He knew exactly what he was doing. He made his one defensive move and done it very cleanly. He waited and forced Creations to make his manoeuvre, and then he made his own. And again he goes defensive.
Do that another 6 laps.
Yeah.
I'm watching the leading battle.
Thing is though, as we
You
said,
can get close.
George doesn't even need to hold him off. If he can hold him off long enough that Creations can't make up enough time for the remaining laps to erase the deficit of penalties, then George is okay. But look how much he's defending against the Mercedes, and beautifully done as well, must I say. I think Creations,
sometimes the Creations can be a bit silly as well.
Yeah, Creations maybe would want to take a few of these lessons that he should have done last time, and he's made his own move this time through the second DRS zone, and he's got George, no, not giving up. Oh, and Creations just managed to squeeze through. George gave him the room, and hats off to both drivers, very cleanly done. I think George knew it was inevitable that the manoeuvre was going to be made, but he was just trying to minimalise the effect.
He can come back home in the DRS.
Exactly, he's going to get DRS run down to turn 2 here.
Oh, he's got a bit of wheel spin on the curb. He's lost him time.
He still should be some bit close enough to make some kind of a manoeuvre. Oh, could be tight. No, not close enough. But all he has to do is stay with Creations. That's all he has to do, and he has his podium.
He probably doesn't know that at the moment though.
5 laps to go here in Russia.
Where's Venom's gone?
The biggest battle we have is for 3rd and 4th. Mintseeker still trying to find an answer to Kush, but it doesn't seem any way feasible right now. He just cannot get anywhere near close enough. Venom's into 6th position. Luke in the pits.
Sam and Wayne Hammer are right on the back of each other. Well, Wayne Hammer's on the back of Sam.
And why was Luke in the pits?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Maybe his tyres died. I wouldn't have thought so though.
Wonder was that a lapse of concentration for a new wing?
Here comes Wayne Hammer on Sam.
Ooh, Wayne's gonna have a look. Oh, and darts to the right hand side, down the inside. What a beautiful manoeuvre from Wayne Hammer. And what a manoeuvre. Sam went defensive and Wayne switched sides and dived right down the inside of turn 2. A fantastic manoeuvre from Wayne Hammer there, and well executed to move himself up to 8th, which is potentially 7th position.
Was only 1.9 seconds behind still.
Jism in 10th, Robbie E in 11th position, Shag in 12th. So Shag is the last car and will finish 11th place, just outside the points, unfortunately.
George picked up another 3, so's Creation, so's Luke.
Shag just gets lapped by Venoms.
I think Luke's on probably at least 24 seconds now.
Wow.
So how far behind's 8th place? Yeah, he's not going to finish in 8th place at the moment. Oh, 7th place. 4
laps to go here in Russia.
What a completely mixed up race this has been.
Yeah, and I agree with Beer. That was definitely one of the best moves of the day from Wayne Hammer there, out of nowhere.
Mintseeker's still stuck on the back of that McLaren.
Switched a quick switch of direction from the Renault as Sam was making his manoeuvre of defence, and dived right down the inside, carried so much more speed into turn 2, hard on the brakes, and executed the move beautifully. So yeah,
We don't
totally agree
know-
with you, Beer. Great move
We
from
don't
Wayne.
actually know what the podium positions are going to be yet because
No,
there's penalties all
bit of
over
a
the
mix-up
place.
between the penalties and stuff like that. So and then as well, whatever we have to contend with and deal with after the race. So
Yep.
we're just going to have to wait and see. We have an idea who's going to be on the podium, but in what order, as B said,
It's
is
one of
the
four.
question.
3 or 4 drivers, obviously. So
Yeah.
not 1 or 4. 1 driver on the podium though. So
We'll jump back down through the field again.
keep an eye on the lead.
Creations now just starting to eke away from George. 3 laps to go.
Wayne Hammer's not too far behind Luke, but Luke should fresh the tyres.
Venom's in 6th position. The Williams.
I bet Shag will be peed off. He's
Yeah.
1 place outside the points.
Hanging on to the back of this Williams is Shag, even though he's lapped, but he's staying with Venoms. He's carrying the speed and the grip. He can overtake Venoms if he wants to unlap himself, but he has to ensure that he has the speed to pull away and he doesn't impede
Ooh.
the car that he's trying to pass.
For the first time in about 15 laps, Manseca's dropped outside the DRS.
Ooh. I wonder, has he given up the ghost? Maybe he realises that he's tried all he can try.
Yeah, I think he's dropping back now.
And the team radio boss was probably in contact telling him to hang on to 2nd position and don't jeopardise anything.
He should. I think the front 2 should finish 1st and 2nd with Creation's amount of penalties. There's 2 laps to go. It's been an interesting race, I would say.
Yep, a bit more lively in the F2 division on Friday night. Then again, the
Quite
F2
thankful
division was
that it was
a
a
lot
quiet
more
race.
straightforward. We didn't have any complications, no changes of weather, no major incidents, so just a pretty straightforward race for us.
Well,
on
there
Friday
was
night.
one major incident, but they sorted out between them. I think anyway, I don't know. There's 2 major incidents. 3 in this race actually. 2 involvement Creations.
Yeah, we had the one between Wayne Hammer and Jism. Unfortunately, it looked to be Wayne's fault, but both cars managed to get out alive, miraculously.
Yep, and they're still in the points. Wayne Hammer's in 7th, Chisholm's in 9th, I think.
Shag was another one who took out Sam in it.
Yeah, we know that's not going to be a penalty though, because got tank slapper on, put too much power on, and then Sam's in the wrong place sadly. It's the way life goes sometimes. Yeah, Minseca's dropped back now. I mean, you don't want to drop that too far, just in case he's running less penalties.
Yeah, true.
George is just under 7 seconds behind Creations now. They might not finish 3rd. Have a look. Oh, the gaps are quite spread out. Oh, Chisholm and Sam are close. I think Sam might pin. They are nearly the wall.
Yeah, the field now a little bit spread out again. Not as close to the end of the race as I thought it would be. But, I think everybody's put in their strategy, they've put in their...
Some pit too early. Coach really
yeah.
pretty much benefited from George pitting 2 laps early. George has suffered as a result.
Yeah, really such a shame for George. He literally threw away a victory. It looked like he had it in the bag.
I mean, if you're in the heat of the battle,
It is hard when to make your decision, but definitely I'd say...
You'll think on the spot.
Yeah.
Is it a good time to pit?
Definitely
Sadly,
the tacticians, yeah, definitely the tacticians back in the pit wall, the strategists are going to have to answer a lot of heavy questions from George when he returns to the pit lane after this race. He's not going to be happy with whoever made that call for him.
It's the final lap, but the leaders are coming up on a battle between, I believe it's Jism and Sam. And I know from myself how easy it is to get caught up in it between you and...
Probably safely say. The thing about it is too is that he can't back off too much to let these guys ahead of him battle, because he's got Minseeker
They're battling.
him.
They're going at it. Might just get away with it, to be fair. I'm trying to jump onto that battle where I can find him. There we go.
Jism all over the back now of the Force India.
Oh, he's at the wall.
Yeah, he's clipped it.
The amount of people have done that.
He's got away with it though.
I can see Kush is right there. He might get away with it because there's only 3 corners to go. These two are going to be battling around because the leader's just behind him. We got one more lap.
Looking like he's trying to hold on for one final lap.
Kush is coming around the final corner. We don't know if he's won yet.
Kush crosses the line.
He has.
As the leader. Congratulations to him.
Just waiting for Creations to cross the line to double check.
Keep an eye on that. I'll keep an eye on this battle.
Kai's rage quit. And he has. Kush has won the race.
Congratulations to Kush on a victory.
Minseeker in second. Now it's George. Creations third with a pending investigation. George fourth. AI in fifth, so that does not count. And he's jumped up to third as well.
Every car behind that will...
He's jumped up to third AI as well.
every car behind the AI will effectively move up one position.
Venom's coming over 5th place.
We keep an eye on this battle between Sam and Jism. Final lap for these guys down the DRS zone. What can Jism do? Can he make any kind of an attack? Goes up to the inside, has a look, and it's rubs against the wall, runs a little wide. Oh no, Sam just holds on, but has he got the grip to come back at him before the final few corners? Doesn't look like it. Looks like Sam is just going to hold on for this point in 9th position, which will be 8th position.
Wayne Hammer takes 6th off of Luke.
Jism has a look up the inside, and he's gone up the inside again. And Jism's done it. He's gone up the inside. He's done it. He's made it. And that
they've hit each other. But Sam took. Oh my God! Look at the penalties. Sam took 9th place off him.
Yeah, Sam still got it.
24-29, 37 seconds from Luke.
He managed to finish, so fair play to him.
That is insane. Everyone moves up from 4th place onwards.
What a manoeuvre there at the end from Jism, who tried to make a go up the inside. I think he might have cut the corner a little bit, but they made contact. But Sam still takes the position ahead of Jism from less penalties, so well done to them. But so we'll get these guys in.
Yeah.
And we will have a word with them.
The interview's due again.
You can join me as well, Beast. You can chat if you want to have. You can actually start it off if you want.
I suck at them, so I'll leave it to you.
Just get the rest of the guys in.
Creations. Here we go.
Just get a hold of Minseeker. He is in. So we have our 3. podium finishers. Congratulations to Kush Mania, who is the victor of the Russian Grand Prix. Second place does go to Mint Seeker, and our final third position is occupied by Creations. So well done, guys. Great race from all of you. Kush, we'll come to you first. Fantastic qualifying. Obviously the driest part of the race, and a blistering time put in, which was unchallenged by everybody. You had with George for a long time, who eventually got the jumping in the pits after the first stint, but you kept your head down and ended up in a battle the whole way through the race, and at the end you managed to fight off Mintseeker for so many laps and kept your nerve. So well done, man. Congratulations on your win, and if you can give us a few words of how the race went for you.
Well, long race, just long. Started off, the car was just sliding everywhere, was not liking it, had no grip around it. George was finding something. It's only because I put a dry setup on, because I noticed that most of the race was going to be dry, so I put two and two together and went dry. So yeah, had a poor start. George pitted early for the dries, but I didn't know really what the changeover was, so I went in a lap later than him, which was a really bad mistake. Come out behind Creations and Mintseeker, which was not helpful. And then I fought my way up to Creations, had a bit of a battle with him. I think he tried going up my inside, and I think he must have opened his steering and hit my side pod and hit the wall. I don't know about that, I have to check that one out later, but yeah, and then shaking off Mintseeker took long as well. He was giving me a really good battle, keeping me on my toes all the time, so yeah, I'll give him that. And yeah, good race otherwise.
Yeah, well done, man. Fair play to you. 2 seconds. I just want to get. I think it is Venom's in here. Yeah, well on Mintseeker as well. Second place, man. A savage battle with Kush there all the way to the end. You just seemed to be as if he had no answer down the straight. He just looked like he pulled away from you every time in the DRS, and it ended up to be just a helpless manoeuvre, lap after lap after lap. You got so close through the bends and the corners, and then just couldn't grab any bit of a break to get him down the straight. I'd say that was a little bit frustrating for yourself, but nonetheless, a good second place, good solid 18 points, man. So well done. And if you can give us a few words from yourself of how that went for you.
Yeah. That was a good start for a start. You know, I got sixth up to third in the first corner, so that was a good start. And then the crossover from wets into dries, it was Kush pitted one lap, and then Creations pitted the lap after that, and then I pitted the lap after that, and it just seemed to be the right time, I think. So it was good timing on that. And then Creations obviously, and Kush went around that corner, and obviously something happened, and obviously Creations went in the wall. But I knew that from the very start I picked up two 10-second time penalties, which didn't really help. So I thought my race was ruined anyway. So I was looking back to the gap to George, and I knew it was about 20 seconds. So I was actually, although I couldn't overtake Kush, I was just trying to stay behind him just to get his DRS.
Yeah.
So I was gonna be a lot quicker behind him in the DRS zone than I was if I tried to overtake him. And I lost a lot of time, so I was actually trying not to overtake him in certain times, because I actually didn't use the DRS on 1 or 2 attempts, but I didn't realise actually how many penalties people had. So
yeah, quite a lot.
It was a good race.
Yeah. But yeah, good battle, man. You were in the battle from the start, so well done, man. Good qualifying, and as I said, good race from start to finish. So a good healthy 18 points for yourself, and I'm sure you'll be looking forward to the same kind of a battle next weekend in Spain. So well done, man. Congratulations.
Yeah,
and on to the final position. A fantastic achievement from the back of the grid. After literally no time set in qualifying. We'll find out the reason for that soon enough. But third place finish and a gruesome battle with the leaders. You finally came back into your own, man, midway through the middle stint of the race, and from then on in, you were nearly, I think, in contention for the victory until you had a few incidents. But other than that, a solid third position. So well done, Creations. And if you can give us a few words on yourself, man, of how that eventful race went for yourself. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well done, man. As I said, great achievement from the back of the grid. So, quite happy with 15 points, I'd say. Yeah, so well done again to the three guys. Fantastic race. Battles from start to finish, and a good watch, if I do say so myself. Until next week, we are back in Spain for the F2 division on Friday night, which will be streamed by Mustafa Shag. From all the guys here tonight, myself, Im Da Stig, my co-commentator, ibeastt, and from all the F1 division drivers, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the race, and we will see you next Friday night. Take it easy and good night.